In the complicated journey of human consciousness, there are mysterious soul groups whose roles and contributions to our spiritual growth are often not clear. Out of these, the blue rays stand out as an interesting mystery. What are these blue rays, and what secrets do they hold? What deep themes are they healing in the collective consciousness, and how do their unique qualities shape it? Imagine beings that don't come from just one place, but from higher vibrational realms and ascended worlds. People are interested in them because they have a strong link to ancient knowledge and a mysterious aura that makes them stand out. Blue rays are known to be wise and empathetic, and they handle human life with a refined ferocity, experiencing every emotion to the fullest and using their sensitivity to tap into other dimensions. But how does the fact that they are so sensitive change their role in the spiritual growth of people? Dolores Cannon's writing gives us interesting details about these unique beings. Her research in books like The Convoluted Universe helps us understand more about the many sides of consciousness and the part that different soul groups play in the big picture of the universe. This video tries to explain who the blue rays are by looking at what makes them unique and what big problems they are healing in the collective consciousness. The blue rays also have strong heart intentions, as do the starseed beings and the rainbow ray guardians. Many of them are between the ages of 40 and 60 years old. They used other ways to communicate, had a strong sense of what they understood and knew, and could see colors, sounds, and symbols when they were very young. They can feel and experience things in more than one way, like in the present, the past, or the future, all at the same time. In their early years, these traits may get stronger, which can make them feel overwhelmed because they may naturally take on other people's emotions and pain. To change any bad energy, this can make them want to be alone, which can make them feel alone until they learn how to focus their energy, accept who they are, and use their spiritual abilities. The source of the blue rays is not limited to a single planet, and the name blue ray doesn't refer to where they came from. It refers to their main frequency, which is very close to the blue ray of creation. They represent the part of source consciousness that is all about clarity and wisdom. Unfortunately, they still have a hard time fitting in with society's rules. For them, being so sensitive is both good and bad, because it lets them feel emotions that are very deep and strong. This special mix of sensitivity and intensity not only makes them who they are, but it also makes their intuitive abilities stronger, letting them access dimensions and realms that most people can't reach on Earth. Because these realms are so subtle and have higher vibrations, you need to be very sensitive to be able to communicate with them. It's not just cognitive abilities that make the blue rays smart. For them, learning is more than just using their minds. They use more than one sense to take in information and learn through many different channels, which goes against what most people think about how we learn. Their mysterious presence in the cosmic tapestry is not just an interesting fact, but is a key part of the alchemical process of healing the whole world. Imagine beings with sentience that goes beyond the normal. The blue rays are known for their whole-person view of consciousness, which says that intelligence is not just brain functions, but a harmonious balance of mind, body, and soul. Their extreme sensitivity is not a flaw. It opens the door to more potential and understanding. They are here to change things. Their job is to change the densest parts of reality and the darkest parts of the third dimension. Their soul contracts are full of harsh contrasts, not to make them fight, but to show that they are natural alchemists. The bad things that happen to them in life, like mysterious illnesses, traumatic family histories, persecution, or extreme injustice, are not just accidents. They are signs of their soul's purpose. The blue ray's energy field is very magnetic, and it pulls them toward pain and suffering like an insect drawn to a flame. This attraction results from a deep-seated desire to alter and heal the worst aspects of our reality, not from wanting to see people suffer. The blue ray of creation has the power to change things, and its presence often sets off unconscious behaviors and karmic patterns. But it's important to know that making room for darkness doesn't mean that it's okay or justified. How they can accept and overcome such pervasive negativity demonstrates their strength and adaptability. Even though it's hard, the Blue Rays' journey is an important part of how consciousness is evolving as a whole, and it shows how important they are in the cosmic dance of healing and transforming the deepest layers of our shared reality. They play a unique role that involves a close connection with the densest energies in the timelines of the third dimension. They are not meant to take on or absorb other people's karma. Instead, they are meant to help people awaken and heal. Just being around them can bring up the unprocessed shadow in the collective consciousness, revealing the hidden wounds and broken parts of our human experience. A lot of people have strong reactions to the Blue Rays' intense energy field, especially those who are deeply rooted in the matrix or heavily programmed by society. They can make people feel tense or uncomfortable just by being there. This isn't because they do anything directly, but because they send out a strong light of their consciousness into the world. They often find themselves in tough situations just because of the frequency of their vibration, which can make this hard for them. In the eyes of humans, the Blue Rays' ability to change things could be misunderstood or even seen as bad. People don't understand these masters of light because they can't see past the surface and see who they really are. Because of this, Blue Rays are often misunderstood and mistaken for dark or demonic beings, just like enlightened beings were mistakenly accused of witchcraft in the past. One of the hardest things for Blue Rays is resisting the urge to downplay their presence or skills so that other people don't see them negatively. It's important for them to accept their divine qualities. If they don't, they might hide their psychic abilities and natural power to fit in with or follow social norms. The memory of being persecuted is deeply ingrained in their energetic blueprint. It affects their ability to use spiritual gifts and is a key part of opening their third eye. Blue Rays are called to bring about change in not only their own family tree, but also in the lives of other lightworkers, healers, and empaths. The mission of these high-level alchemists goes beyond healing individual lineages. They are supposed to change the collective consciousness and help humanity grow spiritually. Let me know in the comments if you want to learn more about unblocking the third eye and this topic in general. Blue Rays have a deep mission to change archetypes in the collective psyche. They are focusing on healing the victimized feminine energy that has been pushed to the side for a long time. These healings also include male Blue Rays because they work from a place where gender is fully integrated. They help bring balance back to the collective and awaken Christ consciousness through the healing of divine feminine energy. For more information on Christ consciousness, watch my video called The Truth About Jesus Christ. It goes into more detail about this idea. The hardest things for Blue Rays to deal with throughout their lives are changing themes like unfairness, abandonment, persecution, sadness, betrayal, and torture. They do this through a method similar to soul retrieval in mysticism or an experience in therapy. To go through this process, you have to consciously access information about the original trauma while also going through something that goes against it. Involving the visceral body is important for this process because it changes the neural networks and memories that are stored in the body's tissues. The key to successful soul retrieval is getting through these experiences together. It's understandable that dealing with traumatic events from past lives, like being burned at the stake or other violent oppressions, can make someone afraid or unwilling to follow their spiritual path. Because the Blue Ray is linked to the throat center, it is important for Blue Rays to be brave in their creative expression, no matter what form it takes. Using their voice is especially important. Sharing their gifts, the ones that got them in trouble in the past, is an important part of their journey. They may have to deal with internet fights and other modern problems as a result of their actions, but the problems they face are likely to be similar to problems that have happened in other times, though not as bad. While this path isn't easy, it gives Blue Rays the variety of experiences they need, both the memory of the terrible things that happened because of their gifts and the physical feeling of stepping into their power. This contrast is important for their healing journey and for the spiritual growth of everyone else. There are a lot of words in this list that sound familiar: starborn, lightworker, and Pleiadians. You don't always need to have spiritual parents with enlightened consciousness as your first parents. It looks like stars and planets that have changed over time are better places to live than Earth. At this point in time, you don't feel like you have a real family or a place to call home. In terms of energy, you feel more connected to the Lemurians than to the Atlanteans. Blue-rays starseeds are most often born underwater or air signs like Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and Gemini with Virgo influences. You are like a young soul. You want to enjoy life, and your heart wants to have fun. All starseeds, lightworkers, and new forerunners are here to do this by consciously aligning to change the messed up energies by making them more like light and love. The blue rays are the spiritual guides of God's plan. They turn on the heart-centered blueprint through healing, communication, light language, meditation, and many other powerful methods. Because they were born into unhealthy, dysfunctional families, their first job was to fix their genetics by turning dark DNA into light DNA. This was successfully done because they are naturally good at changing things and are alchemists with violet fire in their field. A blue ray's main aura colors are different shades of blue, from aqua to darker blues, with violet traces all the time. One reason why blue rays are sometimes mistaken for indigos is that their auras both have a blue color spectrum. As you add more starseeds and blue rays, your rays and colors will connect and align in more ways. You are still working with the sacred divine feminine, and your empathic sensitivity is setting up the crystal resonances. Jesus Christ's ascension into heaven is the divine original plan, manifested in a divine human template. There are more blue rays than ever before, and they are here to give the vibrations of love a voice. If you're still with me, I extend my gratitude for your presence, and if you wish, consider subscribing to our channel. And remember, I have a profound love for you and hope that your life is filled with prosperity and happiness to the fullest extent possible. Thank you.